Bonjour, I'm Geri Metz of PronouncingFrench.com, and I'm here with our series of hard words in French, number 14, and the word this week is accueil, which means the welcome or the reception. Now, you often see this word in a little booth somewhere in an airport or in a train station where they welcome visitors, so it's a good word to know how to say. Let's take a look at the spelling first. In French, a C followed by an I or an E is pronounced like a soft C, like an S, and you have that in, for example, ici or sans. But a C followed by an O or a U makes the C sound hard, like a K, like a K, and you have that in accord or cultiver. And in the word accueil, you do have the C making you do have the U making the C sound hard like a K, but in this case the U is silent, but it has its function of making that C sound like a K. So you have ak, and then we have the vowel E. Now that vowel is what we call the open EU, and it only appears in what we call a closed syllable. Now when we say closed syllable, what I mean by that is a syllable that is closed off at the end with a consonant sound, like for example, oeuf. It's closed off at the end with a consonant, and that makes the vowel be the open EU. And you have that in accueil. And the sound at the end of this syllable that is closing off the syllable is a semi-vowel, but it has the function of a consonant in this case. And we have y. We've had this sound many times in this series. It's the sound that you have in yes in English, or in il y a or bien in French. So you have accueil. Now, that vowel here is a vowel that gives English speakers a lot of trouble, because we don't have that sound in English, and it's a little bit confusing as to how to get it. So I'll give you a little hint about how we might form that sound. In my course, Mastering French Pronunciation, we go into detail on how to make every one of the French sounds. So let me give you a little preview on this sound. Inside your mouth, you're going to take the mouth position as if you were saying eh, as in bet, eh. If you have a mirror, you'll see that your tongue is slightly rounded in the front of your mouth. But the lips are going to do something different. For the lips, you're going to round the lips as if you were saying oh, as in like comment or Paul. Now, to get this sound correctly in French, you have to bring in the corners of the mouth. You have to bring them in with a lot of tension. Accord, Paul, comment. And when you have the eh on the inside of the mouth and the o with the lips, you're going to come pretty close to the sound as in accueil, accueil. You have the same sound in jeune or oeuf or veuve. In my video course, Mastering French Pronunciation, I recorded audio exercises for you to practice all of the sounds of French and the mouth positions. I read each of the sentences first very, very slowly, so that you can really pay attention to each sound and zero in on them and see what you're doing with your lips and with your tongue and how you're holding your mouth. Let me give you an example. One of the sentences in the practice is, C'est vrai que je préfère le thé. And that's a sentence to practice the sound, the vowel sound, E. So I say it like this. C'est vrai qu'il préfère le thé. So that you have the time to really concentrate on how you're saying each sound. And then I read the sentence again a little bit faster and then at normal speed. And you can download this part to your phone or other device so that you can have it handy to practice when you have time. In addition to the audio exercises that I read, there is also a native French speaker on video reading the same exercises at normal French speed, and there you also get to see the actual mouth movements. So these exercises put into practice what was taught in each one of the video lessons and helps you on your progress. Do visit my website, PronouncingFrench.com, for more information on the course and how to enroll. Merci, et à la prochaine.